month forecast. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Trying to give me a tongue twister over here. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what is going on with you. This message coming out, we are going June, July, August, and September. And this, of course, is going to be around June 21st, right? That first day of summer. Let's see what's going on. And just kind of like an overview. I would say that it also gives an overview, yeah, of kind of June in its own way. So let's see what's going on with you. June, please. Feeling like there is a vast universe going out over there. Ooh. But we do have a little bit of a lost card over here, so it does feel like you do feel like someone is drifting away. I feel it is someone. Someone has broken the bond, detached. But the universe wants you to understand there is a vast universe going on over here. And that's kind of crazy because that's kind of talking about remembering that something else is going on. It almost feels like it's universally done. Like this loss was meant to be. I don't know why I'm feeling that way. But I definitely feel that like this was meant to happen. Maybe you'd known that it was getting ready to happen for a long time. They really detach from you and you're just kind of looking at them going, why are you detaching from me? Why are you so distant? But the universe wants you to understand that there's something more important coming towards you. And so it was almost, feels like it was almost kind of destined to be. It feels like something maybe you've been trying to fix and work on for a while and it's just not working. And yes, it does feel like it's in the love area. It doesn't have to be. It could just be platonic, but for many of you, it does feel like a relationship of love. Clarifying on this loss, please. Yeah, feeling like your commitment is fading away. They don't feel like they're as committed to you. They have distanced themselves from you. And so it does feel like you're kind of playing it safe when it comes to the love department. You're just kind of sitting over here at this table. But you see those fireworks over there? That is that vast universe over there saying it's not going to be very long that you're going to sit at this table by yourself. And I do feel this kind of lonely, detached feeling. It just feels like the more I try to attach myself to you, the more you distance yourself from me. So you feel like the commitment, the marriage, however it is fading. And so it does feel like you are just kind of nonchalantly playing it safe. I do feel like you're not even reaching out anymore. You kind of feel like they've distanced themselves so much that you're not even going to call. You've put yourself kind of in this kind of hermit mode over here to where, that's what playing it safe is. Because it feels like the more that I try to connect, the more you disconnect. So I'm not really going to try. I'll just wait and see if you want to connect. It is a spirit card of the vast universe, so there is definitely something going on, and I do feel it's karmic. I do feel like it's happening for a reason. Maybe you knew, like I said, maybe you knew that this was going to happen. You just wasn't sure when it was going to happen. So this month you actually feel that they're more disconnected than they had been before. Clarify on the moon card for me. Clarify on why the vast universe is here. Well, it says conclusions are not within your reach. And that's why you're playing it safe, because it feels like you have been trying to get to every conclusion of why are you doing this? Why can't we work this out? We had something so good and you just don't want to work with me. if you would work with me, you would figure out how much we have together. Why would you want it to just fade away like that? It says you are good enough. Remind yourself that you are good enough. That just because they're pushing you away, just because they want to detach, does not mean that you are not good enough. Maybe they try to make you feel like you're not good enough. The answers here we go. The answers you need are coming. Whoa. So you could feel like whatever the vast universe has over here in store for you, the answers will come to why this is kind of, why this is kind of playing out. Why is this playing out? I would actually like to get a portal card on this one, because it does feel like there's some kind of portal that is opening. Some kind of major change is shifting. The answers you need are coming. You will understand everything. It's almost like you've been giving and not getting back. Angelic frequency, the angels are here. You are safe. And you have the connection to the universe. Higher heart activation, dropping your shields, divine love, your heart will be healed. Wow. So, universe is going to heal your heart. Let's clarify with some cards. Clarify, please, on why the heart will be healed. Right. Angelically being moved. For some of you, there's some kind of infidelity going on. Not for everybody, but maybe it was a third-party situation, or your partner was in infidelity and it caused this blockage, and now your heart will be opened again. It's almost like maybe you guys tried to fix it in the past, but they don't want to fix it, so they're taking no action. Depending on somebody else's heart to give them love, thinking they need it somewhere else. However it is, you know how it is, you know how that works. But for some of you, there was, and maybe you tried to fix it, and they don't really want to fix it. They said they did, but now they don't. For others of you, it's just your heart is blocked right now as you're playing it safe. But yet, Spirit wants you to know that there is going to be a time here soon where your heart activation is going to, is going to be activated. You have this completion. You will feel a place within yourself where you're going to feel that you are whole again. I want you to know this right now, for some of you who are traveling. The whole reason that they're not coming together with you right now is because of infidelity. They're literally giving their time and interest to someone else while you're out traveling, work, travel, whatever you're doing. Right? And that's why they're distant, because they don't want to write you, because they are putting time and effort into someone else. Destroying the relationship. Absolutely. For some of you, it was trying to forgive for this infidelity, for this, whatever was going on. Whatever had happened in the situation that had blocked your heart. Even though you were trying your hardest, or blocked their heart. But it does feel like you are moving forward. There was forgiveness, but now they're living back in the past. So for some of you could say, I know that they were fooling around before, but we tried to make it work. I don't understand why it's not working again. It's because they're messing around again, doing the same thing that they had done before, not breaking the cycle. For others of you, there just feels like their heart is blocked. They don't feel like they can work this out, and so they've left you, right, in this loss. And you can feel like you're lost. Or maybe you had to let them go. Maybe it's actually the other way around. Maybe you let them go and watch them go to sea because of the infidelity. And you kind of closed it down, but you're also, like I said, playing it safe. No matter what, you're playing it safe. So however the story goes, okay, you take it how it is for you. Everybody's story is a little different. You know whether or not you cut the ties or they cut the ties and are distant from you, or did you cut the ties and you're distant from them. However it is, it still causes a loss and it still hurts, right? So grabbing some cards over here. But there's a vast universe out there. Yeah. The letting go of the situation of the official person, of your official person, that official person lying, manipulating, right? Lying and manipulating the situation, not wanting to come together with you. Yeah. And making bad choices. Decided that they didn't want to do. You know, they don't want to fix this. Being in despair. No fixing. Okay. And let's get on to the next one. But I love the vast universe there, so we have to really watch that because something's coming and I can feel it in my bones. Not loving you the way you want to be loved, treated. Maybe you feel used. However the situations are. So clarify, please. On July. What is going on in July? Four angels in the four directions. I love that. That's saying I'm divinely guided. You know what, the universe has my back, right? Yeah. Honoring the high path over here. Feeling like you're getting your rewards in. This is like the Nine of Pentacles. I'm feeling like now things are really moving in my favor, right? I'm taking baby steps towards certain situations. Things are looking up for you in July. You're doing so much better, wow, than you were definitely this month, right? Wow. You still do have a little bit of a stuck energy going on, and it's from this person, you know, feeling like something is going on, but look at that, true love coming in, huh? Okay. This true love coming in is joyous, fun. This person knows how to have fun. You're a very optimistic, fun, sunny person. They're going to allow you to break the veils up, but that's what it is. Like I said, the universe wants you to understand, I knew it, that you have something better coming in. It's almost like this was done. Universe knew it was done. The karmic is over. Could have been a karmic relationship and it's done and over with. You guys learned what you need to learn from each other. Move on. However, but you have this new true love coming through. Yep. The sadness. Yeah, you're stuck energy, but your sadness and isolation have dissipated. Right? You can change your focus and now you're kind of looking at this new person who's coming into your life because they are so joyful. They are so witty. They are so loving. And wow, and you know it. Wow. And you know it. So they're pretty much, you know, you have this coming together of the Two of Cups. Could be a divine, well, you have two divine cards of spirit over there. So it could be calling in a soulmate. Just the perfect timing for this to happen. Wow. So, shit, that's fast. Spirit's like, nope, I don't want you here anymore. Hold on a second. Boop. This person needs love. This is your soulmate. Here they come. It really does feel that way. Planning in progress with the Two of Wands over here. So it does feel like you are kind of, you're leaving the home. Like I said, you might be traveling, right? Or have made travel plans. I see a lot of traveling. You might travel a lot for work. But however it is, as you're traveling along, I do feel, putting in a lot of hard work. Like I said, traveling for work. Somebody is definitely traveling for work. And it could definitely be from country to country, cross seas, something like this. It doesn't have to be. It could be state to state, city to city, however, town to town. But definitely somebody is. Those who are not, just throw that away. It doesn't resonate with you. It just, you're just traveling along your everyday road, right? I wake up, I do this, but you're patiently planning all the things that you need to do. But it does feel like you are changing your focus because this person has gotten your attention. This person is the Nine of Pentacles. So not only are you the Nine of Pentacles, this person you're looking at is the Nine of Pentacles too. It's definitely somebody is traveling. I feel like you guys might even run into each other while traveling. Could be even texting. Might find each other on the internet. Actually out traveling. Could be like wherever, right? Coffee shop, however. But it does feel like you are out and about at work, traveling, and you find this person. This person is your Ace of Cups. Wow. Yeah, this person really wants to offer you love. They want to offer you attention. They want to give a lot to you. Wow. This is a very loving person, a very compassionate person, a person that needs a lot of TLC. And I think it's kind of crazy because you both being the Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like the TLC that they need, they can give back to you as well. So it feels like you both could use some TLC and you're finding it within each other. I love this. So clarify on the coming together, please, Spirit. There's a little bit of a scattered energy, coming from you as well. I mean, you just got out of this. So you do feel like there's a little scatteredness coming from you. You still could be a little angry about what happened, a little sad, right? But it does feel like this person does want to offer you a lot of compassion. So they can probably even feel your energy of remorse and upsetness and a little frustrated. But you definitely looks like you guys are, doing a good job in communication. As this person, understands you, wants to love you, and really build your confidence back up. They really do have the zest for life and joy, and it just feels like they really just want to express that to you. It's very beautiful. So, I think some cards over here. Clarify, please, on this person. And oh, yes. Lovers. Message of concern, but you also have lovers. So I love that. So there could be a message of concern about the lovers, right? And the message of concern is, what is the message of concern? Wow. A wealthy man. Could be coming from a wealthy man. Huh. But what is the message of concern? So the lovers could be a wealthy man, a man that has a lot of money, a woman who has a lot of money. Ooh, message of concerns is actually the way they're feeling, the way they're thinking. Now, see, that's kind of interesting because the way that they're thinking is kind of, right? Now, is the message of concern from the love the way they're thinking of you, and maybe that concerns you because you're still in healing mode now because of courting. They want to court you. So I do feel like the message of concern is more like, it's kind of concerning to you because you're like, I just got out of a relationship. I don't know, if I want to actually put my heart out there. I'm not sure if I really want to do this, right? But they just keep courting you and messaging you and messaging you. But I do feel like you message them back, right? So, but I do feel like the message of concern is that they're trying to win your heart, and you're just not sure if you really want to give out your heart so fast because, like I said, you're healing. So that does seem kind of, a little bit taken back, right? You're a little taken back from the situation. They definitely do want a relationship with you, right? They want this relationship with you, but you're just, yeah, you're kind of in this negative phase a little bit with the Wheel of Fortune upside down, saying, I'm not sure because I'm trying to break a cycle, so you're a little resistant to change, even though you guys are writing each other. I do believe there's a lot of conversations and stuff going on, but it just feels like you're not going to give your whole heart, even though it's kind of crazy because you do feel that they are the Two of Cups. There's something deep down inside you that you understand. Why are we so connecting so well? Soulmate connection. Why is it that I feel connected to this person? Why do I feel that this is what a healthy relationship should feel like? How come I haven't felt this in a long time? So there is something that I do believe is catching your attention as you are being courted by this person. So no matter how you're feeling and you're a little concerned, a little in your head, right? Because a little frustrated from just losing your, from losing your love situation, I do believe that, they are grabbing your attention. Yes. Collaborating. Really collaborating with the situation. They're trying to build something, but something inside of you is saying, maybe I should build this with them. I don't know why. I don't know why. And this is because they keep trying to give you the Knight of Cups. They keep trying to give their cup of heart to you. And you know it. And it just feels so serene. It feels so real. There's nothing fake about it, right? And so you're kind of wanting to move towards them in July, right? And you are expressing this. And it's kind of funny because this person is also, you guys are like discovering ideas about each other, learning about each other, right? But it's kind of interesting because you know that they're moving toward you. You're just not sure about how you're going to really want to take this yet, right? So it's like trying one more time. So I really think that you are going to try one more time. And I just want you to know that after that, at the bottom of the deck is the Sun. So this is divinely connected. So just for your FYI of why you're feeling this way was because the universe already had this set up. This is already a setup. It's divinely connected. It was already a setup. So that's why you're feeling like you're being pulled, even though you're not feeling wonderful, right? You feel great in other places. You're getting some rewards, stuff like that, but of the heart, right? And that's why they're saying the heart chakra will open up. Now it all makes sense, right? Your heart chakra will open. You just have to wait for that gateway to really come through. Very beautiful. In August, I'm going to try one more time. You have a new beginning. Wow. Feeling fresh, feeling wonderful. Your intuition and manifesting is wonderful. Beautiful time to manifest. Your intuition is very high. Oh, wow. Really paying attention to your higher self. I love that. You're really in connection with yourself as you are taking on this beautiful transformation within yourself. So you're going to feel like you're in this butterfly effect. Your status quo is doing pretty good. It could even change. And that could be because of that wealthy man. So you could even feel like your status quo has changed. Huh? But it's also because you're honoring the high road and you're all the Nine of Pentacles. So I do feel like your money and everything also from work is coming together as well. So you could feel that in many different ways. So the status quo change could literally be, I moved up, I moved away into a better neighborhood. My money is different. I'm doing good. I help this, for some of you have a wealthy person. And wealthy doesn't always have to be money either. It just could be that they're very wealthy in the love department. And maybe that's what the problem is too. Usually that card is money though. But Could just be that they're very wealthy in love, and that maybe that's why they need a lot of TLC. But I do feel like you know, you're a very good divorce. This could be a divorcee. This person could be going through a divorce. This is also independent and a lot of communication. So if you know that this person is going to have, you know, a divorce as you are getting ready to have a divorce, you could be getting a divorce as well. Yeah, you're not doing so good over here. I feel like for some reason that they kind of have the same issues going on. They're happy and they're fun, but I think that there's something going on here. I keep feeling like they are having some kind of love issue as well, and that's why the divine is putting you two together. Because I just keep feeling like they're sad in some ways too, but they try to keep themselves as happy as possible. So they may be a divorcee, and you also may be getting a divorce as well over here. That doesn't mean you have to be, because it doesn't mean that, you know, that was all about being married. That could have just been you leaving just, you know, your regular lover, boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know why, though, guys. I just keep seeing this other person. Like they're hurting on the inside, but they're looking for love. And they really just want to give it all to you. I think they're the ones that manifested love. And I think they know it. But yeah, there's some emotional baggage that you're still holding on to because of this situation over here. But I still feel like they're holding on to some emotional baggage as well. I think you guys are going to be, I don't know. I just feel like, you know what? With all these angel cards, I think you guys are going to be beautiful for each other. You can help each other heal. Because, yeah, you do have the 10 of Cups together in August as you are moving and transforming. And I feel like you guys will be traveling a lot together with the Six of Swords. You know, I think that you guys are healthy for each other with the Star card coming out. You know, you guys love and adore each other. And I'm telling you, this person's going to, you know, they want your victory. And you're just like, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it right now because I am hurt from my relationship. But I think they're hurt too from their relationship. I think it's 2 in 1. I don't really want to do this because I'm really hurt right now. But I see you coming. Like you're coming around. You're really coming around. You're starting to really adore this person the way they're adoring you. They make you smile. They make your heart sing. You feel like they're your nine of cups with the 6 of wands. Where did you come from? Did you fall out of the sky? I mean, I don't know. There's just something about this person. You feel like they fell out of the sky just for you. Well, in kind of ways they did. If you kind of think about it. 2 soulmates, I guess you can say, kind of activate and become as one and call each other out. It is going to feel like they kind of fell out of the sky because soulmates are the best. And this is a deep soulmate connection. So you can even say, okay, if it's super deep soulmate connection, could even be, could even be twin flame, who knows. But I'm just saying right now, it just feels like you feel like the fool. You have this new beginning. You feel like this is the love that I've been looking for. Where the hell did you come from? Are you an angel? Did you fall out of the sky? I don't know where you came from, but you sure got my heart on fire. And the way you talk to me, I haven't been talked to in such a long time this way. And they just keep moving towards you, moving towards you, moving towards you. And they bring up your courage and your willpower and your love and your strength. And you're just going to feel like a whole different person in August. They just feel, like I said, they want to now travel with you. If you were traveling before, they're saying, can I travel with you? Can I go with you? That'll give you something to think about. I don't know. Can you travel with me? Especially if you're going overseas. I mean, what if they want to go with you, Okay, and the cards over here say, just looking great over here. Could be moving to a new house, having a new house, buying a new house. moving across the world. Who knows what it is, but it does feel like there's some kind of movement, or you might be even fixing up a house in, August. It's time to get this house fixed up. Maybe it's even fixing it up to sell it. Feeling like the privileged lady over here, which is crazy because that goes with that wealthy man. So really feeling like, hey, here we go. So feeling a little privileged over here. I think this person does, I think they spoil you. Feeling a little spoiled over here, right? So anytime we feel a little privileged, it's like, because I spoil you. Okay, so either that or you might be spoiling them. Um, so it's like, hey, it's a new beginning. Let me spoil you a little bit. Very nice. So coming over here into September, yeah, feeling spoiled. Sometimes it is nice. Planning and action. So I do see a lot of work over here in September. I think September is going to be the time when it's back to work. It's like it's not that you weren't at work the whole time. It's just now it's focusing more on the planning, the action at work, getting that money together. Now Spirit really wants to focus on, that happy success when it comes to the workplace. Wow. So here we go with the work. So Spirit, tell us what we have going on over here with a moon card. So it's like, I got my happy success, feeling so successful. I mean, you got the success in love, even though you weren't sure if you wanted it, but then you gave it a chance. I mean, look at how it blossomed. So now feeling like, oh my God, sky's the limits over here. Now we know why that vast universe was there. He's like, I'm trying to open something up for you. Okay, so your hard work is paying off. Ooh, I love that. Right? So not only that, it's time to meditate and contemplate. I love that. Oh, I thought those were two cards together. They are stuck together. Meditate and contemplate. So it is time to get a little meditation, a little rest going, because the end of a tough cycle approaches. So anything that you were feeling was still a little bit of a toughness, which usually does, right? It's not all just happiness all the time, right? Whatever you felt like maybe you were planting your seeds also for when it comes to the work area, you could feel like, okay, now it's time to patiently plan on the next, project, the next thing that's going on within my life. So let's see what's going on over here. Very nice. So yeah, I've been feeling like, hey, you know what? Things are coming together for me. Yeah, there was a little bit of disappointment when it came to something that went awry. Maybe in the workplace, something of this nature, but you're being able to take action now on this situation. And yes, rest and relaxation is going to be needed, as you're going to take a little bit of time for solitude, so that way you can get really back into that happiness and that joy when it comes to whatever area of your life this is really on, because this is definitely not the love one. Has to do with hard work and productivity. So it does feel like something at work was kind of going awry for you, or it felt like it was giving you a little bit of a tough time, right? So I'm trying to move on up. So definitely feeling like with your hard work and your efficiencies and everything's moving better for you. You're feeling like you're moving and developing a lot better in this area of your life, right? And if it's not work, maybe it's something else, right? So you'll know at that time. Everybody's story is a little bit different, but otherwise it looks great. Let's just grab a couple cards over here and see how that's going. Within the community, you could be having a little bit of issues with the child. Maybe your child was acting out a little bit, right? But knowing that you're on the right path and really moving on this new path with your journey, because you just feel like you're on this new journey. You might even have to travel. Maybe you're going to travel to go see this child, right? It could be a niece, a nephew. If you don't have children, it could be anybody. It doesn't even have to be it doesn't even have to be a child. Maybe you're just going out into the community to meet with somebody who makes you feel like a child, right? Could be a best friend. Maybe you'd had some issues before. But however it is, it just feels like whatever the relationship is that has to do with the planning, the action to get and to travel towards this situation, there is a big change that's going on within this situation, right? There is a big change. So you're going to feel this change, and you're going to feel like whatever is going on, it's for the betterment of our relationship, work, Could be work, friend, however, okay? But it does feel like there's a lot of planning and action going on, and really wanting to get down to the nitty gritty of this situation, because it does feel like whatever is going on in this situation in September really has your heart, and your mind, and it really wants you to be responsible in this situation and really want to journey towards this, right? So that you can have that change. This change is definitely necessary. That's why the happy success is here, because you're saying, wow, and it happened. I got it. So if you know that there's going to, maybe need to be some kind of conversation or work hard towards this situation, right? Maybe you have to go have coffee with somebody, with somebody who makes you feel like a child, somebody you can have fun with, but maybe you had a kind of a falling out with. It could have been all because of this love thing. It could even be your own child because of what's going on in June. Just know, guys, that whatever it is, it's coming together, right? It is coming together. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the happy success within this situation. It's definitely something that's going to make you say, yes, and that worked. Yes, and I feel so grateful that this actually happened. I'm glad that I worked towards this situation. I'm glad that, I never gave up, right? And I'm just glad that I pulled through on this, because this is exactly what I wanted. Aha. Till next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.